Tip and Tara here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. Today's a big day. We're going to be talking about furring strips and then basically our sealing also. And so this part took a lot of preparation, and we're going to explain to you what that preparation is.
So in order to put our sealing up to something, we didn't want to drill into the van. So we decided to use furring strips, which we primed with a moisture and mildew resistant paint. And then we trimmed them to different lengths. So we're going to use them where we have ribs, attach them there so that our sealing can then be attached to the furring strips.
Yes. And so we did a lot of tricks and stuff to try our best to not drill many holes like out of the van that we have to weather seal again. There'll be certain areas that we will be drilling, but we're going to show you the entire process of all the prep and then show you the installing of the sealing too. So check it out.
Okay, so we used a 1x3 furring strip, and then we just measured out different lengths in the van. So we're going to use it on our walls and our ceiling. So we have a couple of different lengths that we cut to size. This is for the wall, and these are for the ceiling. And then we primed them, and then we got creative with our around the fan area. So we have two fans, and we need something there to also hold the ceiling up. So we just used two furring strips and glued them together with adhesive, and then we'll be attaching that around the fan and then putting the ceiling up over that.
Alright, so these 8 strips here are going to be the frame that we're going to put around our maxxair fans so we can support the roof right around there. And then this one will be the one that we're going to put in the front that we'll show you later. So already glued 8 of them, or 7 of them, and now I'm going to glue the other one, show you real simple. I did it about 2-3 hours ago, and they're completely already stuck together. So simple. And now, like a sandwich, perfect. Now just let it sit. They say apply some pressure on it, so just stack all these. Let them dry, and then tomorrow we'll be putting them around the fan. Alright, so a lot of what we've figured out that we're doing is we got to do a lot of problem solving. One thing we wish that we would have done before, but now we got to retrofit it, is these screws right here, building the frame. We drilled these screws on top to fasten the fan down, but we should have did that and had our frame made already. But now what we have to do is we have to figure out where these holes are, drill a hole big enough so that it would just fit up there so we can still glue it. So that's what we're gonna do now. Now that we have the holes, it's time to drill into them.
Okay, now we gotta check to make sure it fits. Which way?
So it's the shorter one is always closer. Heyo!
To match.
So we did a few last night, and it was trial and error, but now we are getting them down pretty good. Might need to adjust this one a little bit. There's a perfectionist in this.
Alright, so now that we have our burning strips all measured and drilled, we are going to use our construction adhesive and glue it up to the ceiling.
Now we seen people just prop this stuff up, but we're just gonna use tape. Figured it should work. All right, on to the next piece. All right, so we lied. We ended up having to prop up.
It's not sticking like we thought it was.
Yeah, some of them are because of the screws will hold it up, but we have two in the back here that we had to prop up. But luckily we have these furring strips cut out already, so make sure you do that. And then now we got two of them that don't prop up too well over here too, so we're doing that. So now our thing looks like a cool little maze, so I imagine we're gonna have to do the same thing with all the strips up here too. So, oh, actually no, because we're screwing them in. So, all right, that's it. All right, before the ceilings and all the furring strips goes up, there's just more and more prep. It's one thing you're gonna learn when you do this is prep work takes a lot of the time. But we're gonna cut. This is the kind of like the trimming around the fan. I've already cut one of them, but since we already had our wiring installed, we have to cut around it. So one of the things we do, we'll show you when we're installing it, but we had to cut a slit in this. But now I'm gonna cut the second one. It's pretty easy to do, so check it out.
Follow along. Okay, we're gonna see if this one fits.
All right, so now it's time to put up the other furring strips that are gonna go along in our ProMaster where the rib sticks out, so we're not drilling out of the van. So we're gonna drill instead of glue, and so let's do it.
Too small.
Yeah.
I think so. It's barely coming through the wood.
Frick. Okay, so we got screws too small. We gotta go back and get longer screws.
Back to Home Depot.
Alright, so we tried this before a couple hours ago, but we realized that we got the wrong drilling screws. We got 1 inch, and so now we got 1 7/16, and it should be funny. So let's put
Try it
these
again.
furring strips up. Do you want goggles? Hot mess. Got it on 2. Apply more pressure, huh?
Let me bring my hands in a little bit. Oh, there you go.
There it is. Woo. First one in. Oh shit.
What the heck?
All right, first one in. Looks like it's good. Let's do more. All right, so today is finally the day after
a lot of
prep. What, almost like a week of prep and getting screws and getting a flat tire, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, we're gonna attempt to install the ceiling. We have everything, gonna make the cuts and
measurements and all that. We got some spruce tongue and groove that we really like. So
it was 59 cents on sale. It was 49 cents a linear foot.
Yeah, got a good deal.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it works once we get it all measured and put up.
Yeah, let's see it. All right, so this centerpiece is going to be where we have the lights going down, 4 lights. Now we're gonna drill the hole in for it. So here we go.
Starting off big.
Yeah. It's $5 board. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Is that good? Ish.
Hold on.
Tara is the precise one.
So you don't even really need that.
No, you don't. So we can use this piece for. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Oh, trial and error. All right, so we have one of these wireless Ryobi, but we were drilling so much that it just couldn't take it. So
Drain the battery.
Yeah, drain the battery. 2 batteries. Luckily, our neighbor is just a super handyman and gave us this intense drill that should just go right through it. Here we go. That is some power right there.
Right. Hole is in. There we go. That's where our light's gonna go. All right.
Look at that.
Our 4 LED lights. Holes.
Woo! All right, so after lots of preparation, we got 4 holes going down the center right now, and we're gonna attempt to screw them in and prop them up, and we'll see how this goes. So. Oh,
Yeah.
baby!
Bam.
Woo! So yet again, the hole did not fit, and our neighbor had this little sander piece. Boom! To the rescue. Oh, look at that beauty! Oh, so stoked right now.
We're in action.
Look how dope that is. Ah, that's so dope.
You gotta mention Dylan.
Yeah. My neighbor Dell is the man.
So today we are going to sand and stain the ceiling before we put it up in the van. So I just got back from Home Depot to get some more stain, and now let's do it.
All right, so we have like half of the ceiling up. Let me show you what we've done. So after getting the pieces all stained, we have a bunch of 8-foot boards. So we just put them up. They are the tongue and groove, and then we just screwed them with some wood screws right here. All the rib spots that we put up right here, right around the fan, connected to these spots that we glued. Now we have to do some special cuts for some pieces, like we'll have to cut a small piece for this one right here, then just kind of cut around the fan, and we'll have to do the same thing here. We'll have to cut a little tiny piece to go right here, cut off the small pieces, and then we'll finish it up. Not too bad. Alright, Tara just cut the last piece to our ceiling. And I'm going to screw it in, and then it's crooked. So she's going to try to fix that. And then we're going to put the ceiling fans on, and then, or the trim to the ceiling fan. And then we are good to go with the ceiling. Alright, now time to install the trim around the fan to make this all nice and complete. Woo! Look at that. Hells yeah. Check it out, y'all. Our ceiling is now basically complete.
Yeah.
Good work.
Well, it took 2 weeks. Well, I mean, like, we did like an hour here, an hour there.